In 2320, Jacob Lee and Max Barrow are contract freight transporters working for the United Jupiter Company, UJC. The two decide to retire after ferrying one last shipment between Europa and the UJC-operated Black Iron prison on Callisto. Shortly after leaving Black Iron in their ship, the Charon, they are boarded by the Outer Way, a terrorist group purportedly responsible for a massive biological attack on Europa, and the ship crash lands back on Callisto. Max is killed, leaving Jacob and Outer Way leader Danny Nakamura as the only survivors. They are recovered by Black Iron prison security head Captain Leon Ferris and incarcerated on the orders of Warden Duncan Cole. After an intake process, Jacob awakens to find the prison overrun by hostile biophages, inmates afflicted with an unknown disease. He encounters Elias Porter, a prisoner who claims to have an escape plan. After freeing Elias, Jacob fights and leaves Ferris to die at the hands of biophages. Elias convinces Jacob to locate a hacker in the special housing unit to summon a ship for their escape. The hacker is revealed to be Danny, but she refuses to join them. On their way to the hangar, Jacob and Elias are intercepted by a partially infected Ferris and are ejected onto Callisto's surface. Elias suffers fatal injuries in the process. Danny appears in a half-track and recovers Elias's memories of Black Iron and decides to assist Jacob as the biophages mutate and become more dangerous. After Danny fails to find evidence of the UJC illegally smuggling bioweapons in the wreckage of Charon, the two make it to the hangar where they summon a ship. Cole intervenes and shoots down the ship, causing it to crash into and destroy the hangar. With their method of escape gone, Jacob and Danny decide to confront Cole. The two make their way through the ruins of Arcus, Callisto's original colony before it was abandoned and the Black Iron prison built over it. They find a lab holding a dead creature that the original Arcus miners unearthed, and learn the biophages originated from larvae that were found in the creature. Seeing its potential for accelerating evolution, the UJC harvested the creature's larvae and began experimenting with it on humans, causing an outbreak in Arcus. One biophage, Subject 0, retained his intelligence before the UJC destroyed the colony. After Jacob and Danny fend off an encounter with Ferris, Danny becomes infected. Returning to Black Iron, Jacob is knocked out by a security robot and imprisoned. Jacob is freed by the prison doctor, Dr. Caitlin Marler, who reveals that Cole is part of a religious sect called Callipolis, which is attempting to find a way to advance human evolution. He ordered Marler to experiment on Black Iron prisoners to find a subject compatible with the alien infection and replicate Subject 0 with a Subject Alpha. Marler tells Jacob that Danny can be cured by extracting the Alpha's DNA to synthesize an antidote. When Jacob inquires about the Europa outbreak, Marler admits that a diluted version of the infection was released. The incident inspired Cole to initiate the Callisto Protocol, causing an outbreak in Black Iron by releasing Marler's test subjects to create the Alpha. Marler provides Jacob access to Danny's memories, where Jacob learns that Danny's sister was killed in the Europa outbreak. He recovers his own memories, showing he was aware that the UJC was using his ship to smuggle lava samples, but he ignored this due to the payments he was receiving. Jacob confronts Cole, who pits him against Ferris, now mutated into the Alpha. Jacob defeats Ferris and extracts his DNA. Cole attempts to convince Jacob to turn over the DNA, asserting its value in safeguarding humanity's survival, but Jacob uses it to cure Danny. Enraged, Cole activates the prison's self-destruct countdown and boasts that he has gathered enough data to carry out the protocol. Jacob puts Danny in the last remaining escape pod along with an alien lava sample, giving her the evidence she needs to expose the UJC's experiments. Marler contacts Jacob and informs him of a possible escape as the self-destruct was temporarily postponed, before he is attacked by Ferris. Shortly after the end of the main game, Jacob wakes up in the middle of Black Iron, having lost his memories on the outcome of his encounter with Ferris. Marler then contacts Jacob and informs him that there is a transport ship they can use to escape the prison, but they must recover her data drives first, as they contain the necessary evidence to expose Cole and Callipolis's crimes. After recovering the drives, Jacob makes his way through the prison, but notes that the layout is different from what he remembers and he suffers more vivid hallucinations. As he nears the transport, he encounters Marla's escaped biomechanical experiments combining security robots with biophage flesh, one of which kills Marla. Her infected corpse is revived as a biophage, which Jacob is forced to fight and kill. Jacob then finally reaches the escape ship, though he is confused that it is the Charon, having been inexplicably rebuilt. Regardless, Jacob boards the Charon and uses it to escape Callisto. However, in reality, it's revealed that Jacob's escape was actually a dying dream. He had been mortally wounded after helping Danny escape, with Marla recovering his body and keeping him on life support so that she can use his implant's connection with Danny's to transmit all of her evidence and research data. Once the data is finished transmitting, Jacob finally succumbs to his wounds and Marla accepts her own imminent death as Black Iron collapses.